Hi there, and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Empowerment. Here, we talk about consciousness, wisdom, and spiritual laws, and how to reach your dreams using those components. Today, I'm going to talk about identity, okay? Because you get who you are, you get who you identify with, not what you want. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we had a very quick conversation that really like hit her. She said, you got to work hard to get money. And I said, no, you don't. You can marry somebody rich. You can win a settlement. You can win a lottery. Boom, you're wealthy. You have more than enough that you'll ever need. She's like, oh shit. She's like, boom. And then I said, it's all about your identity. It's you get who you identify as. If you say I am rich, you'll be rich. If you say I am whatever you want to say, something negative, you'll be that. Okay? I don't even want to say anything negative right now. I want to stay on a high, positive vibe. So let's continue. There's a story that I read in Neville Goddard's book, The Law and the Promise. And it's just amazing. It really resonated with me today, so I want to share it. It's a guy who wanted to get a disc, right? I forgot what those discs were called back in the days. Those big old discs and albums. And his friend wanted to get it for him. He couldn't get it. They said that they were done in June, and it was already September. So the thing is that it wasn't there. Okay, so it could be December, but the thing is that it wasn't there. Okay, it wasn't there anymore. They weren't gonna get any more. They were out since June. So he said, I'm gonna improve the law. Works, right? He said that the guy who wanted the albums, because his friend wanted to get him, and then he couldn't get him himself. He tried to get him himself. Couldn't. So he was in his house, sat down, and laid down. But you could sit down or lay down. And visualize over and over again that he walked into the store where they were selling the albums, and he asked, do you guys have this album? And the store clerk, said yes. So he goes into the store now physically, right? He did this over and over again until he felt it to be true. Like, he felt it vividly real. And he felt like, yes, I can't. He in his mind, he's like, they can't tell me no. It's already been done. Like, I already experienced it. It's done. Okay? It felt so real. Like, he had no doubt. That's when he went. He went to the store and asked for it physically. And then the guy said, we don't. And then in his mind, he identified with the division of himself, the spiritual identity of himself, the one who already accomplished the goal. And he said, in his mind, that's not what I heard. Because in his imaginal act, he said, yes, I do have it. He ends up walking out, and he sees the poster of it, or a little sign of it. And he says, if you guys don't have it, you guys shouldn't be advertising it. And he says, you're right. The clerk says, you're right. And he goes and gets it. It's actually an album with 5 fucking discs. Okay? It's the whole album that he wanted. So he gets it, he buys it. There you go. Okay, that's how he manifested that. But he knew how to use the law already. Okay, he knew how to use the law. And so he was able to do it. I wonder what Marshy's doing. Marshy, what are you doing? All right. Marshy, come here. Here. He's biting my jacket. I don't know why. Here. All right, he's not coming. Probably because I'm not fully in front of him. Okay, he's coming. Come here. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. All the way down. Stay here. We're doing a YouTube video. Okay? All right, I'm going to do a YouTube video with Marshmallow. Okay? And, so he had already used the law, this guy who manifested his discs, his albums or whatever. These stories are from the mid 1900s. We're in 2025, so It's I'm not too familiar how those things are called, and I'm not reading the book right now. Although I do have the book right in front of me. The thing is that he manifested his albums, and he proved the law right. The law will always work as long as you work. There's this quote that I like from Wes Watson. He says, "The man who takes more pride in the steps it takes to attain the result than the result itself cannot be stopped." Just focus on the work, which is the visualization process, feeling it to be true, and do it just like he did. Visualize it until you feel it to be true. You don't even need to feel it like so vividly real. Just have kind of like a blur type of imagination, and it'll still come. Because I was visualizing my Dodge Challenger, me driving it, I was holding the steering wheel, and like it still manifested, you know? It wasn't like so vividly real. I think what I do manifest a lot is sex, when I visualize having sex, because to me, I feel everything. It's just so, it's very sensual. Sex is very sensual. There's touch, there's smell, there's taste, there's sounds. So add all those components into whatever you desire. If it's the car, touch the steering wheel, hear the rev, right? Smell the leather, feel the heat. If if you have AC or the heater on, or if you have the window down, you feel the heat or the wind. And then do that over and over again. Just one scene, okay? Just one scene. If you're gonna shake somebody's hand, indicating that you met somebody, or maybe not that. Maybe if you want a trophy or a car, just see yourself passing by a sign. If you're driving the car, if you want a trophy, see yourself sitting down somewhere where you see the trophy already. And do it over and over and over again until you feel it to be true. What I like to do as a shortcut is ask myself, how do I feel now that I have it? Okay, now walk in that assumption and in that identity. So when physical fact, okay, both are real. Imaginal fact, okay, and physical fact, they're both real. So when physical fact goes in front of you and it shows you something contrary, like in the story where this guy was told, "No, we don't have it," you say, "Yes, you do," in your mind. "Yes, you do. And I already got this," okay? So you could use this for health, for wealth, for love, any little thing, a cup of coffee, okay? And as you start moving like the spiritual identity of yourself and coming from this perspective, you will start manifesting everything that you desire, okay? I love you. Make sure to comment below your success stories. And until next time, peace.